Hi everyone, I'm Kerri Hollywood from CFB Kingston, and I'm really excited about today's session. We have Joe with us from Hydrathletics. So welcome to another Find Out Friday. Today, we find out all about it. So Joe, welcome to the session. We're glad to have you and super thankful that you're one of our sponsors to our military veterans program. So thank you for that and welcome.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
We have talked about doing this session for a while now, and finally we are able to connect. So this is really exciting, not only because I personally love water and the magic of what it can do for people, but I hear directly from some of the veterans that are in some of your programs and sessions, and they love it and they benefit from it. So you're doing some fabulous things.
Yeah, it's been great. The response has been great over the last 8 years, and especially the veterans. It makes a huge difference for them. Just getting in that water and taking the pressure off their body and their joints just makes a huge, huge difference.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit because let's first of all talk about you. And you're located on Midland Avenue here in Kingston. But what about you? How did you get started? What's your background? And I think it was kind of a little aha moment for you, wasn't it, in your friend's pool when you were younger? So tell us all about that.
Yeah, so it started back in after high school, right before university, I do believe. I was in my neighbor's pool jumping around, and I thought this would be a great way to train. Low impact but high resistance. I was a volleyball player at college university. So I went home and started doing some research, came across Hydrathletics, which is a pool company out of the States, did some research on them, contacted them, and then over the years just stayed in contact with them. They had these hydrotherapy pools that have built-in treadmills and resistance jets and cameras, and I always thought it'd be a really neat business, never really 100% believing that I would be the one to do it. Went to university, went to college, traveled around the world a little bit, and then after I got back, I started getting back in contact with Hydratworks, and then when I graduated from Dalhousie University, I moved to Kingston, got a job, but still was always interested in the water. So I started taking clients to the St. Mary's Hospital pool, and then over the time built up a business plan and then found some funding, and we started Hydrathletics in November of 2012.
That's pretty awesome. And not a small endeavor to kind of take on, but obviously it was with you and something that was, you were drawn to it, obviously, and here you are today. So this is pretty fantastic. And I know you even recently done some renovations and expansion. So tell us again your address on Midland and tell us about what you've done with the space.
Yeah, so we're at 1353 Midland Avenue, just in the west end of Kingston. We started with about 2,000 square feet back in 2012 with one pool and half a gym and half a reception area. And then we slowly, about 3 years after that, we took over the space beside us, put in a second pool, built a bigger gym, and put in some more treatment space. And then just this past year, back in the fall of 2019, we took over the space beside us again, renovated the entire place, put a third pool in, put a way bigger gym in, put in way more treatment space, and just gave everything a nice refresh. It looks awesome. I'm so happy with it.
Well, one of these days I'm going to come in and you can put me in one of the pools. But I'm sure people watching are thinking, okay, I've heard pools, I've heard treatment space. What is Hydrathletics and what can it offer?
Yeah, we're a physiotherapy clinic overall. We have traditional physiotherapy, we have athletic therapy, massage therapy, we have kinesiologists on staff. So we see a wide range of clients, anybody from veterans to motor vehicle accidents. We get a lot of referrals from the hospital for hip and knee replacements. People with arthritis really benefit from the pool. So we do a combination. We do traditional physio on land. We also incorporate the pools into our rehab. So people get both. They get the hands-on manual work, but they also get the active component too. They get in the pools to take that pressure off. Pools are warm. They're about 93 degrees, so it's enjoyable.
That's my kind of pool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so nice. And we can get people moving way earlier than they would if they were on land.
Oh my
just that buoyancy takes a huge pressure off, and so the built-in treadmills allow people to move and run. We've got clients that haven't run in years that miss it so much, and then all of a sudden they're able to run again. It just makes it's great for the mind and the body, which is awesome.
I
So
was just going to say, you know, our veterans who were military members were active their whole lives. So to have an injury or a small setback or something, like you said, a hip, knee replacement, things like that, that have happened, it is a mental, you know, it's a huge mental blockage for them to go from being so active into something where they're maybe not so active or can't be active at all. And I just love the fact that you're not just doing land, but they're getting the water aspect at all. And I, I love the fact that, and I don't know if people realize the magic of water, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it gets me all excited. So the fact that there's 3D resistance, right? So not only are you in every plane of movement getting that support, but you're also getting that resistance. You can't get that on land.
No, definitely not. It's amazing. I don't get in the pools as often as I'd like to. When I do, I always remember how much fun it is and how great a workout is. And you can accommodate anybody. We've got young kids that come in, we've got older adults that come in, and we can tailor it to make it as hard as you want or as easy as we want. We've had NHL players and CFL players in the pool doing their workouts, off-season training. So it's great. People just love it. Most people don't want to leave and they're happy to come back, which is nice for us.
Oh, that's super. That's super. The other great thing about water, you know, the hydrostatic pressure, and it's great for circulation as well. So do you want to, sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, yeah, it is. Yeah. So anyone who's got some swelling or they've got edema, anything like that, it just makes a huge difference. It does help get things moving and help with the swelling aspect as well, for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me about the pools. You said now you have three. How big are these pools? You were mentioning treadmills and things. So how big are these pools?
Yeah, so our first pool we ever put in, it's about 14 feet long, but about 8 feet wide, and there's one treadmill in it. That pool also has a deep end, so we've got a 7-foot deep end, which we use a lot for traction. So we'll put ankle weights on people and
Oh,
just have them
awesome.
float over the deep end, and just that pull on their spine and their hips makes a huge difference. This helps
I
open up
definitely
the
want to
spinal
try
column.
that.
It's awesome. A lot of our clients love doing that at the end of their session. They also like to get into the massage jets at the end. So the jets we have can be used to run against, but they can also be used at the end for a nice massage. So you can massage hips, knees, backs, whatever you're feeling tight. The second pool is about the same size, but doesn't have a deep end. The treadmill's more in the center, still has the jets. And then our third pool we just put in is actually a new pool by the company. It's a all glass enclosure. It's just a little pod almost. So you actually walk in, the client walks in, we lock them in with the door shut, and then we can actually fill it up from the bottom. So the water fills
Oh
up
my
as we go.
goodness.
And you can adjust the water height for that third pool from anywhere from 3 feet to 4.5 feet. So you can get smaller people in, children, and as we're working, we can slowly reduce the water levels if we're trying a run and we want to start adding more gravity and weight back onto the person. We can
Right.
change the
So
water
as
level.
they move back to a land style run, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is super cool. I
It's
can't
pretty
wait. Yeah, I'm definitely going to come in. Look, we should also mention that, you know, insurance, you know, some of our veterans, or if you have a medical plan, how does that work? They get coverage, correct?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so Veterans Affairs, anyone who's got a pension injury is allowed to come and use our facilities. Obviously, we have to get approval through Veterans Affairs, but usually it's pretty done. It's done easy to do, and case managers through here and send a lot of clients our way as well. If you have a personal plan through your work, then definitely we just have to get you in for an initial assessment. If you have physiotherapy coverage or athletic therapy coverage or massage, it's all covered, and then we can get reimbursed for that as well, which is nice.
That's great. So how many people do you have on staff?
We currently have 13 staff members here
Oh
in
my
Kingston, which is
goodness.
great. So yeah, we've been slowly growing over the years, so it's a lot of fun, and we've got a great staff. Everyone's young and excited to work, and we've been such a good work environment here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great. So listen, let's tell everyone who's watching your address again, and how can they best get in touch with you, or do you have a website or an email address?
Yeah, so our address here again is 1353 Midland Avenue out in the west end of Kingston. You can call us, and our number here is 613-384-3111, or you can email us at kingston@hydrathletics.ca.
Amazing. Oh my goodness. And like I said, I'm definitely going to come in the near future and we'll do a little tour, and maybe you can get me in one of those pools, and I'll give some exercises a go. What do you
That
think?
sounds great. That'd be awesome. Love to do that.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to thank you for your time today, and I want to thank you again for being one of our veteran sponsors.
Happy to
And
help.
oh, wait, there's probably something you want people to know that Hydrathletics is not. So we know it's physiotherapy, but people go by and they see your sign, and what do they usually think?
I think we're a pool company.
Oh,
We're
so
not a pool company.
supplies.
Come on in. We're a physio clinic. We're going to get some new signage eventually. But yes, come on in. We're definitely a physio clinic. So
That's awesome. And it sounds like you're doing really well. And like I said, the veterans that have experienced it firsthand have told me about all the benefits. So good job and keep up the great work. And we'll definitely see you live in your studio very soon.
thank you. I appreciate it. It was great being on today.
PSP Kingston, the health and wellness provider for the military community.